everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do a DIY artificial hanging baskets. So we're going to have two different style baskets. I'm going to be doing a cone basket, which is a full hanging basket, and I'm also going to do an arrangement with artificial flowers in the half one, so the one that goes on the fence or wall. So we've got this beautiful one here. I got this from B&M, which was £5, and this was also from B&M and it was £4. So we're going to be arranging a lovely arrangement in these two today. So the first one I'm going to show you is the cone. We're going to do this one first. Because it's a cone and it doesn't sit flat, I'm going to put it in here. You can put it in anything that will kind of hold it. I've packed it out around it as well so that it holds it still. And I'm just going to hold it like that so that I can get to it without actually having to hold it and do it and all of that. Let's get started. So first of all, let's take off the tags. First things I'm actually going to do is, if you get a bag of like sand or something heavy, you can put rocks or anything like that, something a little bit heavy, just so that you can put in the bottom of the basket. It just gives it a little bit of weight, weights it down so it doesn't fly all over the place. So you're going to put that in the bottom. And what I'm going to do personally, this is just something I've made up myself. I'm going to get some carrier bags, so these are actually big bags, scrunch them up and put them in. This just makes it so that I don't have to put as much oasis in, so I don't waste a lot of this, as I want it quite high. So if you didn't want to have it quite high, you could do it lower and all of that. But I'm going to make this quite a higher arrangement, as in I want it to be like that, and I don't want to use loads of these. So as you can see, they are the smaller cut ones, and I'm going to just put them on top like so. Now once you've got them on top, to hold them together, I'm just going to put a little bit of wire in each of them to hold them so they don't move like that. So once you've got all of them in place like that, we're then going to hold it to the basket so they don't come out. So obviously, like I said, you wouldn't have this problem if you have like long bits when you have the rectangle version of the rectangle size of the oasis, but I only had the halves. So we're doing it like this. And also you can fill the other bits. So I may get one and cut it into quarters so I can fill that up. But that's just because I can only get hold of, for the purpose of this video, I can only get hold of the cylinder ones. I'm going to take another long bit of wire. So this is going to be longer. And then basically what you're going to want to do is tie it down. So what you want to do is get it through. You want to get it through the little gaps like so. This is going to hold it down, and then again on the other side, so just cut it off. Once you've got that done and with the wire on to hold it down, we're ready to put some flowers in. So I got this ivy from the pound shop. So I got this from Poundland. It's £1 for a big ivy sort of garland, if you like. This doesn't have the movable wire stem, and it also doesn't have a fixed stem, like as in to get in this. Now this probably could go in there and everything else, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little bit of a stem out of the wire, and I'm going to cut these in bits so that when I drape over, it's like that. So what I want to do first is I want to build it up. So I'm going to put some of this, because this is going to be the bit that sort of covers the base, and it will just fit it out. So this one that I made earlier, I literally feel like a heart attack right now, and I've put the wire on the end. So I've cut it off, put the wire on the end, and then I'm just going to poke through here and it will drape. So thinking of, now you want to go as deep as you can go on this, because then it really holds it in. And that is the first piece on. So this is just going to be a bit of foliage. Now I'm going to do some more bits. So as this is one that goes all the way around, you're going to want to make sure that it's even all the way around, or at least on the sides, but it spins in the wind, so you want it to be kind of very, well, I want it to be uniform. I want it to make sure every bit's sort of similar, so that when it blows in the wind, there is those bits. At the moment, that's looking a bit straggly. But don't worry about that, it'll get better. I've also got these bits here, and this is a garland, and it's a watermelon style artificial garland. It was £3.49 in the range. I've got a few of these, and this does have the bendable wire in it. So I'm going to cut this up and put bits and then bend it, and this will make it even more bushier. Right, now what you want to do when you're cutting things like this up is make sure you cut it so it's got a long stem, because then that's the stem that's going to go into the bit. So now it's also better to have wire cutters, like actual florist cutters, but we don't have those, we only have scissors. What I want to do is put it in like this bit. So because it's bendy, I can just do that, and then I'm going to stick that in, and then that will hang. And then if you bend that, it sort of hangs. So these here, I'm going to actually put this one up more, because I feel like this one isn't. So you can play around with it a lot. That's what flowers and that are all about. But I'm going to put another one on this side, so a bit like the corner. And then, so I've gone round and I filled it more with some greenery. So foliage, and I'm trying to build it up so that when I do the top, it's not going to have all of this showing. I want to kind of not show it. So we're just going to keep going and see where it takes us, basically. But I can always fill in gaps afterwards if I'm not happy. We're going to use some wisteria. So I really love the wisteria on the sides. I'm not sure whether you've got this one, which isn't the most realistic, but it is good for outside, I think. So you can either have that or a mixture. We'll see. But I like the idea of, now I'm just going to put it down here. There's no oasis here. You can put more oasis and do it like this if you want, but I wanted to quickly test it before I do it. I'm trying to get a feel for what I'm trying to do.
Every night I'm going on the grid, texting back, I want you, hit you up, I'm on the other side, I miss you, take you off, I came in way too strong, cannot keep it low key, got me drugged, your pheromones hit the roof, auto, your taste, it's really a bad reception out there, where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer?
So what I would actually recommend is getting like a fake plant, maybe like a fern or something like that, put it in the middle, it makes it form and buff up. But I haven't got that today, but I've got some more of this. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting it around like that and then piercing it in to make my own little booth. So I'm going to put it in there. Right, so what I've done now is put that around and pinned it in so that there's more fuller here. I'm going to put like this little bouquet thing that I got. It's £2.99 in the range. I'll put that as my centrepiece and work away around it.
I've lost you, but I need you.
And the last bit, we're just going to be putting the top on. Now, honestly, I would highly recommend you get the rectangular oasis, because the circular one is absolutely rubbish to work with, and I feel like it's thicker if you could get the thing, because you need a little bit more depth, I think, of the oasis for this to like work without it being so fiddly, because that's the only thing, it's just really fiddly, like it's all turning upside down even though I've tied it down. So yeah, we're going to do the top. So what I've done is put a few roses here, and I'm going to put a couple of these bunches in. So like,
my radar now, I've lost you, telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar.
So I'm just adding some of these as well, just to show you, because I really like the white against the cream, because these are like ivory, more of an ivory colour. And I'm just going to stick these around like the edge to make it a really big centerpiece, a bit like a border. This makes it look a bit prettier.
Now, found myself in between the lines, underneath your bed sheets. It started fun, but now I'm in too deep into this flow. A zero-sum game that I will lose. There's no zipping past it. Every time you walk away from me, I want you. How could I want you more?
Now you can fiddle around with this forever. Like you can literally put more greenery on and just fluff it all up and stuff like that. But for now, I think I'm finished. So I'm going to put, I did also unattach the top bit, the chain, because it's really awkward if you try and do it whilst the chain is still attached. So I'm going to quickly fluff it out and then I'm going to show you the end result. And this is the finished result. So I probably will be fluffing it out forever just to make sure it's perfect. But it's, I've still got to make that bit higher and maybe make it just, I don't know. I'll be fluffing it around for a while. But that is basically it. So if I can show you, this is it here. Now this is a very large one. You don't have to use as much as I've used to do this. It's just I'm very extra and I like it to look very extra. I like a lot of flowers and I like them to be quite statement. But you could use any flowers. You don't have to use as many as flowers on top as me. You could sort of do more greenery and then dot around some roses or any flowers you want. Different colours, red, anything you want. This is just my style. So yeah, we've got the wisteria, some foliage, green foliage and roses. And that's basically what's made up this hanging basket. So how gorgeous that is. Look at that top. I love roses. So yeah, it's very, very pretty. So I'm very happy with that. So I'm going to make the other one for my other side. And then I'm going to do the half one as well. I'm going to do that similar design but different because it's obviously a half one. And this is actually very heavy. But yeah, it's very, very pretty. So let me know what you think of this hanging basket. So I thought I would just show you what I've done with the half basket. So this is the half one. I haven't taken the tag off either yet. This is the half one that I'm going to put on my fences, and it's fences, walls or whatever. And what I've just done is put all the wisteria here like this. I might put a little bit more greenery in it. I'm not quite sure yet. I quite like it like this. I put some eucalyptus stems in and the roses at the top. So when this hangs, you can actually see it sort of like that. So let me show you closer. This is what it's roughly looking like at the top. And I might play around with it. But basically, it's got a lot of wisteria. Again, I haven't taken the tag off yet. A lot of wisteria and some greenery. I might put a little bit of greenery, more greenery in there. I'm not sure yet. And the roses at the top. And that just sits on the fence like so. So yeah, it's the exact same technique as the other hanging basket. It's just a half hanging basket. Just put in some oasis, but this time I didn't put any bags in the oasis. I just put all of the oasis in there and dug the stems right down instead of cutting the stems, just to make it quicker, to be honest. But yeah, I've done that, so I'm very happy with the half basket as well. So let me know what you think of that one as well. So I've done both of the baskets. Let me know in the comments which one was your favourite. Was it the full one or the half basket? I would love to know. And also I would love to know if you do try this out for yourself. And please head over to my Instagram. I'll put it on the screen, the details, and send me a picture if you do try it out, because I would love to see your ones. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you found it helpful at all and you enjoyed it. It does help my video out a lot. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on another video. And I'm going to see you very, very soon. Bye!
I know it's a little bit too much for sure. So